Hi everyone, this is Balazs from RacingBrick and this is the last review from the LEGO Technic August release wave. This set is a bit different, still licensed, but not the usual car or machinery. It's the 42211 Lunar Outpost Moon Rover space vehicle. If you haven't heard of Lunar Outpost, you are not alone, I hadn't either. They are a private space company from the US. Here's their website, but I couldn't find anything even remotely similar to this LEGO set. Maybe the manual will help. Despite the branding, the set seems to be part of the Space series that launched last year. We see the rover in action on the lunar surface. The back of the box shows all the included builds and suggests a lot of functions and moving parts. Let's open it. The set has 1082 pieces, the price is €100 or dollars, and it is already available for purchase. Inside we get 11 numbered bags of various sizes, some loose frame elements and an envelope. There are 3 manuals included and a surprisingly small sticker sheet. This is the only page in the manual that gives us any hint about the real-world connection. We see the 2 robots or vehicles from the Lunar Outpost website and the LEGO set in the middle, but still no real explanation or backstory. Here is the part list of the set, now let's start building. By the end of bag 1, we've got 2 oscillating axles and 4-wheel steering, thanks to the alternating links introduced last year. A turntable is added in the next phase along with this nicely printed tile. These 2 assemblies are mounted to the sides, followed by an interesting linkage that connects the axles. Time for the first stickers. Unfortunately, we still get that good old whiter than the bricks background. Here's an interesting contraption built with substantial system assemblies. Once installed, you can see the mechanism in action. The surrounding parts go on, and now you can see how these solar panels deploy. Next up is another mechanism, featuring a worm gear at one end, driving a black gear at the other. We get more gears here too. This is for a robot arm with multiple control knobs. Here's the finished arm. It's quite complex and mounts onto the turntable. Bag 6 doesn't have many parts, but we get the big sprockets and this brand new wheel, or maybe it's just a very unique wheel cover. Here's how the final assemblies look mounted. It's not quite finished yet. Bags 7 and 8 add the link threads and rubber inserts. Both are new in these colors. The rubber insert was last seen in EV's resets over a decade ago, so it's a nice comeback. They go around the wheels, it's a tight fit, and now the rover is finished. Here is our next build, another worm gear driven mechanism. It's rare to see these blue gears used as wheels, but the axles are fixed, so steering will be a challenge. This becomes a gripper arm, and here it is in action. Oh, and we get white chain links, another cool recolor. The next item is this storage unit, in which many collected samples can be stored. And finally, here's the last build, lots of system pieces again, and another custom printed tile. I believe this is the MAPP rover. So here are the finished builds, the large rover, the tiny one, the mining rover and the sample container. The color scheme is flashy, although I kind of miss the look of last year's Technic space sets. The big rover features 4-wheel steering, which works quite well, and the suspension helps it stay level even over bigger obstacles. At the front, you can deploy the solar panels using a simple mechanism. At the rear, the robot arm rotates freely, and you can use the 2 knobs to operate the boom and arm. You can even grab and store the mining robot or the sample container on the side like this. It takes some patience, but it's fun and definitely doable. Using the mining robot to collect samples feels a bit like playing Pac-Man, though keeping everything in place can be tricky. A small letdown here, the tracks don't allow actual turning, so you need to slide it around. The smallest robot just drives around, but those wheels need a grippy surface. So what do we get for €100 or dollars? A good comparison might be the NASA Mars rover Perseverance or the VTOL heavy cargo spaceship. All 3 sets are in the same price and piece range. The spaceship looks bigger, but in terms of functionality and playability, they are similar. Overall, this is a fun space-themed set packed with interesting parts, and based on the other space sets, there's a good chance it will get a 30% discount soon at other retailers, which would make it a good deal. I only have one small remark, the branding feels a bit forced. Only the smallest robot clearly resembles a real Lunar Outpost concept. The rest may have been co-developed, but there's no info in the manual about that. Honestly, this could have easily been a continuation of last year's Technic Space Wave. I'm sure no one would have minded if the rubber insert stayed orange instead of blue. Anyway, let me know folks what you think of this set. the functionality included, and of course the branding. Let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications as more exciting LEGO videos are coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.